What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host, Jay Schatzer, as always, and today we're going to do a little feature presentation. I decided I want to check out the new Salem's Lot that just came out today and kind of give my impressions on it. I love the Tobe Hooper directed one. I haven't really seen the other iterations. I wanted to read the book by Stephen King. Haven't got around to that yet, though, but I'm looking to collect it. But we're going to jump right in, and we're going to watch Salem's Lot. All right, just saw the movie. I have a lot of different opinions on it. There's some good stuff, there's some bad stuff, but overall, I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it had a cool style to it. And kind of like a period piece, stuck in a certain era. Really cool visuals. The cinematography is outstanding in this movie. There's a lot of play on colors, a lot of kind of the vampires are always in this weird kind of glow, even if there's humans around. So it's kind of a cool dichotomy in certain scenes where the living are very vibrant and kind of full of color, and then the vampires are in the shadows, kind of like totally lit in a different world. It's really interesting. Another thing that I thought was really cool about this one, and I'm like, this wasn't in the original one, was it? But the cross, whenever they have a cross and a vampire is near, the thing glows like a lightsaber. It is glowing everywhere like a flashlight. It reminded me a lot of J.R.R. Tolkien's the concept of from The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, where Bilbo's sword, which is then Frodo's in Lord of the Rings, it glows whenever like goblins and orcs are near. So it's like, I'm like, hey, it's Sting. But I thought that was kind of really cool, and it gave way to a lot of awesome visuals that I thought were very stark and memorable. And then also when they have those crosses out and they're holding them up, the vampires are literally like thrown across rooms and just sucked out doors and windows. It's really like a palpable way of showing the impact of the cross against them. So it's really awesome stuff in those particular aspects. Yeah, and there are a lot of good characters. I mean, if you don't know the story of it, it follows a writer who comes back to his hometown. He's been gone for a long time, and in this particular instance, he's looking for inspiration for a new book. But he kind of gets wrapped up in this whole thing where these vampires are coming and taking over the small town that he grew up in. It's Jerusalem's Lot, also known as Salem's Lot. But yeah, it moves at a breakneck pace, and I think that's one of my biggest complaints about it, is that there's not a lot of time to breathe. Some scenes really do have a good tempo and stuff to them, but as it further goes on to the conclusion, it is just breakneck speed. Characters are either dying, being introduced, and they're all of a sudden new heroes when we really haven't gotten much of a build-up on them. So I think it suffers from just way too many characters and not taking their time with it, but it's just kind of hard to tell where it went off the rails, because it did have the aesthetic down with the visuals, the designs. Some of the CGI was a little shoddy. I'm not so sure about Barlow, the head vampire. His first initial scene that you fully see him in, he's kind of whack in the kitchen scene. That's kind of reminiscent of the original Tobe Hooper one. But then as it goes on, the last scene, he is better looking in those ones. But yeah, the initial full reveal, because there are small little reveals that you see just parts of him and stuff like that. Those are done excellently. But that first reveal in the kitchen is just, there's something weird about that makeup effect or something like that. But then it did look better in the conclusion. But yeah, the conclusion's crazy as hell. A lot of stuff I love, but a lot of stuff I was just like, what the hell is going on? Just because of the breakneck pace of it. And the sun setting scenes are so rushed. Like, I've never seen the sun set so damn quickly in my life and then all of a sudden pause for a good 5 or 10 minutes and then start moving again. It was very odd, very weird and off-putting. But like I said, I'm not like, I don't hate the movie at all, but I think they could have done a lot of better things with what they had. But all the actors did a good job in the roles. Um, and I'm trying to think of what else that I enjoyed or didn't like about it, but I think I hit all the main points that I wanted to say. Um, like, would I recommend this one? It's tough to say because I don't know the original story, so I don't really know if it follows it um, faithfully or not. I've seen the Tobe Hooper film. That one's a lot slower paced, more atmosphere. It's more grounded. Um, but I did enjoy it as a vampire film. I thought it was pretty interesting. Um, and like I said, I liked the setting that it was in, the time period, and the concepts they used for the glowing crosses and kind of the just the power of those crosses were really, really unexpected. But yeah, I recommend it just because it is, you know, October. It's a great time to check it out. If you're a fan of the Tobe Hooper film, give it a watch and see what you think about it. There are a lot of things that differ, a lot of things that are kind of similar, but they flip characters and switch stuff up. Some characters are younger than normal, some are older. It'll keep you on your toes even if you're familiar with the original film. Like I said, I don't know too much about the Stephen King novel that it's based on, but that's something I'm going to be checking out in the future, hopefully. Music was great too in it. The setting, they brought a lot of cool settings in. There's a drive-in that plays a lot of scenes where it kind of repetitions until the very final climax. Really cool stuff. But yeah, all in all, really enjoyed it. Thought it was a fun watch. It was a very quick watch too. Didn't really, I mean, like I said, it's very fast paced, so it doesn't meander at all. So you don't get bored, but you just wish that it was more, wish there wasn't so many jump. It almost felt like you're just skipping ahead into stuff. It's hard to explain. You have to check it out for yourself. But yeah, I'd recommend checking it out if you're interested. If you like vampire films, definitely watch it. And yeah, happy October. But guys, that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you have time, leave a comment below because I love hearing from you. But I'll see you in the next Lucid Nightmare. See ya, guys.